Possibly Nothing Was the Same. I don't know, man. There's like a few that I could look at and be like, wow, everyone listened to that album. Like, some people would argue, if you're reading this, It's Too Late was a classic.
What are your criteria for a classic album?
At least 4, and I'm saying minimum, like 4 bangers that everyone in the world knows. Like, if I were to just start playing the song.
Notoriety is more important than the music.
Well, I think the music gets the notoriety from being so good. And I'm not just talking about songs that are getting radio plays. I'm talking about songs that the people are consuming and choosing to listen to.
But when Sexy Red dropped My Pussy Pink, My Booty Hole Brown, was that good? Or because everyone knew that shit.
Well, she's an industry plant.
I mean, I'm just trying to understand because I feel like classic is thrown around too much, but I agree that Take Care is a classic, and I wanted to say that his mixtape So Far Gone with like the 8 tracks on there, Successful, Uptown, the Wheezy, Bun B shit. Yeah, that fucking, when he first came out in like 08, 09, that little run I thought was classic. But
you can't be on top of the game for that long and not have at least one classic album. And I truly do think like Take Care is that album.
But that was like 15
that
years
was in
ago.
like
at this
2011.
Point. So are we saying that Drake hasn't dropped a classic since 2011?
Again, you're right. People do overuse the word classic. I do think time needs to go by before people
at
can
least
really,
5 years.
Like, people need to. You need to see how it resonates with people over time. You can't call it a classic a year after he drops
Not
it.
unless you're academics.
Fat academics.
But I feel like there's a difference between what people will call a classic a lot, but actually what they're really saying is cult classic. Cult classic is like a classic amongst their loyal fans.
Yeah.
And like the niche it's more niche.
So a cult classic for Drake fans might be Honestly Nevermind. His
right.
Weird niche dance house music album.
When the fantastic segment you guys had, the overrated, underrated, and I said that one of my albums, which I couldn't wait to say, Snow Allegra, like that's a cult classic. It wouldn't be considered a classic because people would be like, "Who the fuck is that? I've never heard of him." But in that lane she's in, everybody knows that shit.
Right.
But that word it's just too common nowadays. Oh, that's a classic. Yep, that's a classic. Oh, you didn't like that's a classic. And you're a hater if it's not a classic. Like sometimes it's just a good ass album. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Some people might start making the case for Certified Lover Boy. The one with all the pregnant emojis on the album title.
Yeah.
Or the album cover.
The internet was in a frenzy.
Yeah. I think Drake's had so many of those moments where he's dropped an album that everyone tuned into. Now, as I was going through his whole catalog, there were some albums that like I didn't even remember the title of them. So that's what pushed me towards Take Care the most. I was like, okay, not only do I recognize this album title, but I went through the track list after that and I was like, yeah, these are some hitters.